Right, I think we are good to go. Hello and welcome everyone to today's Data World Friday. Maybe a short introduction about me and what the Data World Friday is. My name is Lorenz Kindling. I'm a business intelligence consultant at Scalefree, and today I'm substituting for Michael. He normally does the Data World Friday meetings, and I think he should be back next week. Yes, but because he can't be here today, I will take place for him. And then maybe really quick, what is the Data World Friday? Probably most of you who are here already know. But in general, the Data World Friday is a weekly session we do here at Scalefree, where you, the audience, can submit questions online through our formula, and then we will take one question every week and answer it. Mainly Data World questions, like Data World Friday, suppose, but also general BI questions or architecture questions. You can all put them in the formula. I will show you the link to the formula in the end as well, but probably you should also find it if you Google Scalefree Data World Friday. There you can submit your questions. Today's questions was about record source for links, which probably is a shorter topic, but we will see. I will talk a little bit about the record source in general. So first of all, what is the issue? So a link can refer to multiple hubs, which can also be loaded from multiple source systems, but the link has only one record source column, right? So the same can be even the case. I've not seen that very often in practice, but it can also be the case that a link is even loaded from multiple source systems, and you still have only one record source column in the link. So what do we use as a record source is the question. And maybe in general, this is a viable solution. So you can load the link from multiple source systems, and also a link can for sure reference hubs with multiple source systems as well. Even a hub can have can be loaded from multiple source systems as well. Only in satellites we don't do that. So in satellites there's a best practice that you split the satellites per source system. So there you normally don't have the case that a satellite is loaded from multiple source systems. But what do we do? In general, in the hub, the record source comes from the source system that first provides the business key. So let's suppose you have a SAP system and I don't know, a CRM system, and you get the customer first from the SAP system with this business key, then this would be your record source in the hub. So it's always the source system that first delivers the business key in the hub. In the link, it's a little bit different. There we do not depend on the hubs that the links is referencing or something like that. That really doesn't matter in the link. In the link, what is important for the record source is the source system where the relationship comes from. So there are a lot of different options where the relationship comes from, but most of the time it's one of the referenced hubs which has this foreign key, and which essentially is the system that provides the relationship. But you always should look in your source system which one provides the relationship, and this one should be the record source in the link. The same goes for if the link is loaded from more than one source system, then the relationship obviously comes from more than one source system. What we then do is the same we do with the hubs. It's the system that delivers the relationship first. So actually really simple concept. What you should always have in mind, the record source in general, it's only supporting technical attributes, let's put it like that. So mainly it's only used for debugging. We don't use it in the business world at all. You don't use it for distinguishing entries for a source system. So, for example, let's think about the case you have a hub, and this hub, a customer hub, and you get the business key 42 from multiple source systems, but they reference different customers in the source systems. So essentially, they are different customers, and they should have different business keys. We don't use the record source to identify these business keys. What we would implement is something like a source identifier, which maybe we get from the source, or a composite business key, which we use a different attribute as well in the business key. But most of the time we use a source identifier, but we do not use the record source. The record source is really only for debugging purposes, and it's not used for any business value or business logic to identify where this record comes from, or to make a business key unique or something like that. We would use a source system identifier for that. So yeah, I think that's in general it about the record source. So what you should keep in mind, the record source for a link always comes from the source system, or you should always put in the source system in the record source where the relationship comes from. It doesn't matter what hubs are referenced, it only matters where this relationship in the link comes from. It is also possible that a link is loaded from multiple source systems. Then you would choose the system that delivers the relationship first. Yeah. Other than that, for hubs, it's pretty much the same. Satellites we always split per record source, or not per record source, but per source system. So in one satellite, you should only have the same record source entry essentially. Yes. And I think that's it. I hope that answered your question and helped a little bit. If you have some follow-up questions, feel free to reach out. If you want to submit a different question in general, put something, give us some input for the Data World Friday, what we should talk about. Feel free to fill out the form. You can find it on our website. You can see the link here. We also have some really interesting webinars already, or on YouTube you can find previous recordings of the Data World Friday. Maybe there's already a video about the topic you wanted to ask a question about. So yeah, feel free to reach out if you have any follow-up questions. If you want to submit a new one, make sure to check out our website. Thank you very much for joining, and have a great Friday and a great reading weekend. Bye bye.
Thanks for joining today. If you'd like to discuss this further, give us a call on the number below here, and we're happy to discuss this with you. See you next time. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.